Hi lovelies, in today's video I'll be sharing with you a simple tutorial on how to cut this stylish bustier dress with an asymmetric hemline. So I'm going to start by marking out my measurements. I'm going to mark the shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline and blouse length. Now after marking this, the next step I will take is to mark the shoulder measurement divided by 2. I will come down by 1 inch at this point, mark out a basic neckline of 3 inches. I'll come down by 3 inches for the depth of the neckline and I'll go ahead to connect. So after connecting at this point, I'll go ahead to connect to the shoulder of the dress. The next step is to find my armhole line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. Whatever you get, draw out a straight line there. Mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2 and connect to the upper part. Now place your tape and you're going to divide what you have here into 2 equal parts. Mark the midpoint, come out by ½ inch. Place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4 here. Mark your bust circumference divided by 4 here. Now you're going to place your ruler and you're going to connect from the midpoint to the upper part and connect to the bust circumference divided by 4. Now after you're done doing that, go ahead to mark your dart. Mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2 and connect this to the upper part. Place your ruler and you're going to draw a straight line connecting from the bust to the blouse length. Divide your shoulder to neckline into 2. Place your ruler, connect all the way to the upper part. After you're done connecting, this is what you will have. Now the next step I'll take is to go ahead to mark my dart intake. I'll mark 1 inch on both sides. That is if you have a small bust. For someone with a fuller bust, use 1.5 inches on both sides of your pattern. Then I'm going to connect this from the under bust to the waist to the blouse length of this dress. After you're done connecting, I'll go ahead to connect from the bust to the under bust or from the under bust to the bust. Now after connecting, this is what I have. I'll go ahead to use my marker and I will connect this all the way to the lower part of my pattern. Now the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to determine where the neckline will stop. So I'm using about 6.5 inches. So just measure yours and determine. For my dart intake, I'm using 1 inch on both sides of my pattern. Someone with a bigger bust, use 1 inch here and use 1.5 inches here. Now I'm going to go ahead to use my marker to outline my pattern. So this is what I have. The next step is to insert my body measurement. I'll mark the bust measurement divided by 4. Pick this dart intake here, replace it by the side, then add my stitching allowance. Use any stitching allowance of choice. Mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. Pick your dart intake, then replace it by the side, add your sewing allowance. Here you're going to measure your waist circumference, divide it by 4 and mark. Then after marking, make sure that dart intake you took out, replace it and add your sewing allowance. Here you're going to mark your hip measurement divided by 4. Measure this dart intake, replace it and add your stitching allowance. So for this pattern, I'm not actually using my actual measurement. I'm just working with any measurement of choice. Now I'll just go ahead to connect to the blouse length. Now I'll outline with my marker. After outlining with my marker, you want to mark your bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. So I'll just go ahead to mark, right? So after marking this, now we're going to work on the neckline and hemline. So the sweetheart neckline is not so deep. I'll just connect. Blend your dart, make sure it matches on the other side, and I will go ahead to connect this. So this is what I have after I was done connecting at this point. Now transfer all your measurements here too. Now after doing that, this is what I have. Sorry for the noise at the background, is raining here right now. So I'm just going to come down about 4 inches after my waistline and I'll start connecting. So my blouse length is 7 inches after my waistline. So you also need to blend out here. Make sure that your dart lines matches before going ahead to connect. I'll also come down by 4 inches at this side, and I will go ahead to connect. So after connecting, this is what I have. The next step is to go ahead to use my marker to outline this, and after outlining this, I'll go ahead to cut it out. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. At this point, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also leave your comment at the comment section. Make sure you blend your bust dart while cutting this out. I'll also go ahead to cut out the rest of my pattern. So after cutting this out, the hemline area, I will go ahead to trim out the necessary parts that I need to. So after trimming out, this is what I have for the front pattern. Now for the back pattern, I went ahead to mark out all the basic measurements: the chest line, bust, shoulder to waist, and 7 inches after my waistline to get the blouse length. I'm going to start by marking my dart line, which I'll mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. After marking this, I'm going to place my ruler and I will draw out a straight line. Now I'll come down by 1 inch from the bust line, ½ inch on both sides of the waistline. I will come down by ½ inch on both sides of the blouse length. I want to use a straight dart for the back so that I can easily blend it off without sewing my darts, so that I will just have one piece for the back pattern. Now after marking this, let's go ahead to outline, and we're going to insert our body measurement. Now place your tape at the bust, mark your bust circumference divided by 4, add your stitching allowance. Mark that same waist measurement you used for the front, pick your dart intake, replace and add ½ inch. Mark your hip measurement divided by 4, replace your dart intake and add your sewing allowance. Next is to go ahead to connect your pattern, starting from the bust, waistline and blouse length. Now after you're done connecting this, you want to go ahead to outline. I'll also go ahead to come down by ½ inch here, and I'll go ahead to connect this. So go ahead to mark how you want the lacing at the back to be. I'm using 2 inches for my opening. You can use 1.5, 2.5. I'll go ahead to mark a straight line. So after I'm done doing this, I'll just go ahead to make a dot to indicate that I have a lacing, and I'll go ahead to outline. So at the sides of this pattern, measure about 4 inches the same way you did for the front, or you can use 4.5 or 5. Now I'll connect this all the way to the end of the blouse. This is what I have towards this area. Now let's work on the neckline of this dress. For the neckline, I'm using 3 inches by 1.5. The depth is 1.5. The neck width is 3 inches. I'll go ahead to come down by 1 inch. I want to create the keyhole neckline for the back yoke. I'll just connect it this way. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Come up here by 0.3 or 0.5. It depends on how you want the tightening at your shoulder, at your yoke area to be. Now we are done drafting the back pattern. Very simple and easy. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. I will go ahead to cut this out. So after cutting out the back pattern, you can decide to cut out the dart or blend it out.